Robertx show. Robertx coming at you. Don't know, I'm in the Bronx right now. It took time to get me out here to the Bronx so I could get this live thing going. My method is not so much of a method. My topic would be speaking on the true story of Santa Claus. Future events. I'm tired now. If Jay-Z was out there last time, you did see we asked for my email. It's robertx6363@gmail.com. I'm sorry that I said they thought he was a terrorist. I didn't believe that he was on, so if he does see me, I'm sorry. Forgive me. True story of Santa Claus. We always wondered. I'll give you a brief. It's a whole lot of stuff that I got. The true story of Santa Claus is that why does Santa Claus wear red? What's the real true story about him wearing red? Santa Claus, to let you know, truthfully, Santa Claus wore red because he was a blood. People didn't know about that. First, he was with the KKK, which is the Ku Klux Klan. But Santa Claus was an alcoholic and he had addiction problems. He was a drug user, so he used to come down way back 1900s to buy drugs, from the black people. At that time when the Panthers was kicking white people off from coming into the neighborhoods, buying heroin and dope, Santa Claus used to come through, so-called Santa Claus. He ain't give out no gifts to people or nothing like that. He was robbing people. He was a thief. A rapist, too. So he used to buy the drugs. And black people was cool with him because he used to come a lot and buy drugs. So he got close to them. They let him pitch. Santa Claus didn't have no money. He's an alcoholic, chunk his money up because the Ku Klux Klan kicked him out. They called him a nigger lover because he was always around blacks, but they didn't really know that he was an alcoholic and a drug user. And at that time, we used to buy the drugs. And Santa Claus used to pitch for the drug dealers. And he ran off with a package. So they sworn that when they seen Santa Claus, everybody was on deck and on site. Because December 25th, around that time, he would come mainly where he used to be let out from the Klan and come out on those days that they let their people go back to their communities, see their people. Because when you first enlist, a lot of times they keep you with the Klan for a while, So Santa Claus would sneak out around December 25th. And then from that time, he used to go out and get his drugs, stuff like that. And the Klan didn't lie. They just seen him with a lot of black people, so they thought he was like a spy, so they kicked him out. So Santa Claus could no more say KKK. So Santa Claus had a slogan, which would be ho, 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 because he was always used to saying KKK, so he couldn't say KKK to black people. So he said ho, 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 which is another term for KKK, Ku Klux Klan. No, they never knew that. Couldn't say that to them, so you have to use something else. You know how you get involved in saying something that you always say, yeah, I'm coming, I got it, right. You just stuck on certain words. That's how he was, because they programmed his mind with the KKK. He's in about 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So now, since he was kicked out, he always said KKK, especially with meat with 3 fingers, which was Ku Klux Klan. So since you all know that already, Santa Claus wore red. That's why, because he was a blood, so they put him down with the red color. Bloods at the time wore red, representing brotherhood. But these drug dealers took it over. They was bloods, but they didn't make no money in that time. And they needed money to start selling drugs. And they went up from the right way to the bad way. So after that, how does Santa Claus get the Rudolph and the reindeer? Santa Claus, he was homeless. And a white lady, her husband died. He used to go into the woods. He drunk, use his drunk so people wouldn't see him, especially the clan. And at that time, there's a lot of reindeers. He kidnapped Rudolph, so-called Rudolph, kept that. And he whipped him, made him take that name of Rudolph. Rudolph, so-called Rudolph, wasn't accepted. He kept whipping him, telling him to take his name, Toby, or Kunta. But he knew there was a slave named Toby, and Kunta, he refused. But they almost whipped him to death in the other reindeers because Rudolph, so-called Rudolph, had a girlfriend, other reindeers, and they begged him to accept the slave master name. That's what Santa was called, so-called Santa. So he accepted, so he wouldn't die. But to let y'all know, Rudolph's real name was Daquan. I know, I know, I know. It makes you laugh. It makes you think. His real name was Daquan. He was black too, blue black Rudolph. And I can't tell you all today, but Rudolph, got these flies coming out. I don't know. Rudolph. The reason why Rudolph's nose was red, so red, that slogan, Rudolph with your nose so red tonight, why don't you guide my sleigh tonight? Santa Claus was driving the sleigh at that time. You see how they got them dogs. They be driving sleigh when they up in the North Pole and that. So Santa Claus was drunk. He crashed into a tree. Bang! Rudolph bust his nose. You know, he hit it real hard. Bang! Rudolph's nose was bleeding so much. Santa was like, Rudolph, with your nose so red tonight, why don't you guide my sleigh tonight? But they didn't know he called him nigger. You nigger, you nigger. He had no choice but to take yes. That's why that's true story. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever seen him, you would even say it glows. So, you know, that's why that song came out. And one on well, as I said, even if you would see him, you would even say it glows. On, you know, one shiny night of Christmas. See, December 25th, that's when Santa Claus did his main robberies. Yeah, robberies. That's why I see a lot of people, they on deck and on site, they sworn that they'll get Santa Claus. That's why I see a lot of drug dealers up to the day and people in front of the projects and buildings standing outside. They mainly waiting for Santa Claus. They selling drugs in front of the building in the projects. You look around, you go outside, you see them all in front of the building. But they just doing that because of they father's ancestors, but that true story was never given to them. They just said, we sold drugs in the front of the building. No, that come from when Santa Claus ripped them off. There was few drug dealers at that time, and everybody just stopped following that. You know, some people talk about you're an African. You never knew that black people were not African, the real chosen true people of the Bible, which are the real Jews, the tribe of Israel. You know, until you do that research, you believe that that's true. That you're in Africa when it's not. Have nothing to do with Africa. And there's no such thing as Africa. That's what American man call it. So you go on the Bible, biblical, it will be called the land of Ham. So it's a lot of information I'm giving y'all. Took time to get me live, you know. But I'm just waking it up. I don't know where y'all at, whatever y'all are. Peace and love. I mean, I don't know if you're seeing me, but you can text me. I don't know if you could text me on this. I guess some of these other kids, I fired some of them Africans because they wasn't doing their jobs. So if they see me, they know. So I do it myself. The only best thing to do is do it yourself. I look a little rough today. I'm just inside storage. But I got to give you all more details on Santa. It's coming up, you know, and everybody wondered, December 25th, where's Santa Claus? He's coming to town. Santa Claus ain't no coming to town because they're out on site. If they see Santa Claus, everybody's on deck on site. They're gonna live. Santa Claus is wanted by the NYPD because he tried to rape a black woman. See that? Y'all didn't know about that. You see what I'm saying? Why does Santa Claus go through the roof and not through the front door? You know what I'm saying? Through the chimney. In white people houses, they got brownstones, and in the black people houses, you go through the roof because they live in a project. That's why the roof of the project, the door's always open. It's always for Santa Claus used to sneak up in there because he know if he go through the front, they would murder his ass. And we're saying Santa Claus, if Santa Claus do come to Harlem, his visit will be short and he'll be out by sundown because they after Santa Claus, a redneck white man coming to bring gifts to blacks. That's crazy. It's like the Klan coming to bring you gifts, and the only thing this Klan got is guns and ropes. You know what I'm saying? White man give you no damn gift. Your mama bought them gifts. Some of them did what she had to do to get them gifts. Your family, but how about you give money else you'll pray? Oh, Santa Claus brought them when you went out there and spent your last money at your job at McDonald's or Burger King or UPS had given you, and you know, setting that out to get clothes and toys for them kids. You know, so I got a lot to speak. I'm coming out. I used to speak at the Reverend. They know me over there, you know, Facebook. Y'all could get me on Facebook too, Robert. Son of Robert Thompson. You can get me over there. But on over here is Robertx. That's the real name. X because I X you out the plan. If it's a lie, I don't play. Some of y'all see me on the buses. You know what I'm saying? I get it on. You know, I come up real. I'm a colored Jew, not black. My hood is black. I'm brown. But sometimes slogan, black people didn't want to be called nigger or colored no more because the races of America say they call us black. But no, it's best to call you colored. I'm brown. I'm colored. I'm proud to be colored. Black is not a color unless you was up in the Ivory Tip Coast of Africa. Those are people are black, blue black, black, eyeball black, nigger black. But I'm just brown, you know, saying it loud. But I'm still tired. And, you know, I'm just waking up. So testing this out. I don't know how y'all can reach whatever, but it's robertx@gmail.com. No, robertx6363. Hear more about the true story of Santa. I got a lot of topics as a spokesman. It's the true story of Santa Claus. Give me the command, the foot in the ass. You know what I'm saying? We'll tell you what I have topics on the foot and ass. Y'all gotta hear this. You know, I'm the guy that got to walk up because I saw muscles. Y'all can see. You see the walker, the edge of the walkers. You know, and not crippled, but sore muscles. It's just fortunate you can allow. The Lord can give you a walk instead of walking with the cane because there's no balance on the cane. That little pole will slip once it hit a little banana or grease, anything. You need to stand with the forelegs like this. Yeah. Well, the four stand like that, I was getting carried away. I'm sorry. I mean, just to stand and get the forelegs or that little grip like this, you know, like that. That new cane, that's the best one for seniors. So I have a whole emergency self-help plan implementing. The mayor needs to see it because the city has not done nothing. And colored folks need to come together and stop the fussing and the fighting. Same thing Dennis Brown said. You cannot do anything in separation. Look, all these foreigners that come over to our area in your neighborhood took over everything you got because you want to be a nigga and fight each other. All right, you selling your drugs, you smoking your weed, fine. But you ain't got to sell your soul. Other people are doing it all around. In Colorado, they selling weed, but he still got his house. He ain't letting a nigga come up in his neighborhood, in his block, and take it over. He's not with God, Molly, Icos, and people from Puerto Rico, they sticking together. And people from Dominican, they sticking together. They have few problems with their people, but think it's all right. See, that's a bunch of niggas then. Brothers and sisters don't do that. Like Pennsylvania, Jersey, Philly, you know, they're not doing all that hating and fighting. They got houses because they want to live and their kids in college, you know, not in Rikers Island. And that's where some people also said Santa Claus. The reason why we don't see Santa Claus may be in Rikers Island, lock up in Rikers Island in C96 or C97. I don't know, because he was a rapist. He was wanted by, they had an APB out on Santa Claus because he tried to rape a black woman when he's going through the projects. And the reason why they put them stocking caps on, because the black woman was coming out the shower, she had a big ass. And Santa Claus, when he came inside the apartment, seen her try to rape her from behind. The only escape. I got to get back to y'all. It's blackout. Got to get back to y'all.